Hello. My name is Fab, but you can call me Tendies. Today I'm gonna tell a little bit of a story and try and yield a lesson from this story. And so, let's begin. Growing up, I always liked to tinker with like electronics and toys and stuff. I would take a little screwdriver and take stuff apart, and eventually it led to doing that with laptops and stuff. Um, when I was about 13, I saved up like $600 and I bought a pre-built like office spec PC. It was the Asus M32 and it had the A10 7800K, which is an APU. Basically, it's a CPU with beefier integrated graphics. So this would have been around 2015 when GTA 5 first came to PC. And me having prior interest in GTA, playing on PS3, I decided to buy it on Steam and see what it was all about on PC. And luckily, the integrated graphics did just okay. Could play 720p low settings and yield a playable 40 FPS roughly. But the more I learned about gaming PCs and PCs in general, I realized I could get much better graphics simply by adding a low end dedicated GPU. So, over the coming months, I saved up money by editing videos for this small business in my town. They needed commercials done, so I did that. Made a couple $100, and anyways, I went to Best Buy and I picked up a 1 gigabyte Radeon R7 250, which was a perfect match because I could actually run the graphics card and the APU in Crossfire. Wow, can't do that anymore. Anyways, I remember my girlfriend was pissed off because we were supposed to be hanging out that night, and instead of spending every waking second with her, I was tinkering with my PC and figuring it all out. And I think she actually just walked out and left. Like she just went home. Anyways, um, after getting the drivers and everything set up for this graphics card, I was pretty impressed when I booted up Grand Theft Auto and I could set everything to high, and it just worked, and it looked 10 times better and played just as smooth. Um, which really opened my eyes to like going with a desktop computer as opposed to a laptop. There's just so much more you can do with a desktop. Um, after that, after using that PC for 2 or 3 years, I saved up some money and bought a used Alienware X51 with a dead graphics card and a i7 4790, which was a pretty good CPU upgrade from that A10. Anyways, Christmas that year, my dad decided he was going to buy me a graphics card, because as much as my dad is not a computer guy, he definitely is an electronics guy, and I think he kind of understood the hobby. So he bought me a graphics card, a 3 gigabyte GTX 1060, and I had saved up some more money to get a 250 gig Samsung SSD. And this was like my first introduction to like modern gaming PCs at the time. This would have been 2017, right? So this was a huge upgrade from the previous PC. And it could play anything I wanted to play. I remember having triple monitors, 1080p, 60 FPS in every game, and it was something to behold. Um, anyways, over many years of like not like misallocating money and not upgrading my computer, things eventually broke. And so through the trials of hardware failures, buying used parts, and having little to no money to spare when it came to upgrades, I actually like gained a lot of knowledge and experience when it came to like tinkering with PCs. Like I to this day I still know so much about hardware from like the late 2010s and onward. Like so anyways, 2018, 2019 was around the time some of my friends would actually start building their own custom PCs, and me being someone who would always be talking about PC parts in the Discord or Skype, whatever we were using at the time. They kind of enlisted me to like help them figure out what hardware to buy, what would be best for their budget, and yeah. So I helped a few friends upgrade and build new PCs, and that they some of them really appreciate. Well, like actually, all of them really appreciated my knowledge in this kind of stuff, and they actually kind of repaid me by either selling me or just outright giving me some of the used parts from when they upgraded. And that was how I managed to build my first like really good PC that could run like new games. And that was just like a year ago that I built that PC. And so here we are, fast forward to late 2025. I've actually now built my own like all brand new custom PC, and like it's great. I should probably clean it soon. It's been a few months, but I think this just goes to show that like regardless of how you acquire a skill, it's all in how you use your knowledge and your skills. Like there's definitely value to more skills that are not just work related, you know. Like if you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube and you have a friend who's like, I want to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube, well, there you go. You have valuable knowledge and you can kind of teach them. And it's probably going to be more fun than if they just opened a YouTube video and like tried to learn that way, right? Anyways, that's kind of the story. I mean, PC hardware has been a great hobby for me, and it's allowed me to share some knowledge and some valuable lessons for my friends, and it's really paid off for me. I get a lot of fulfillment out of it. Anyways, hope you can find some takeaway from this video, and if you like, leave a like. Yeah, we'll see ya.